This is Neil Schneider for MTBS-TV at GDC 2016. To my immediate right is Brent Jensch, Director of Business Development for Idealens. Welcome to the program, Brent.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
Now, this is really innovative stuff, what I'm seeing here. What have we got on display?
So what we have here is a fully integrated mobile VR headset, meaning the SoC, the actual computer, is on board right here. So you don't put a phone inside. You don't actually tether this to a computer. This itself is the actual mobile console, VR console.
Now, what I saw inside was, I think, quite good. Can you tell? Of course, you're going to say it's good, but I'm going to say it's good.
Right.
What's the field of view? What specs are you working with right now?
So what we got going on here is, as you can kind of see how big our lenses are. We actually have a 120-degree field of view in here. We're working off a 2.5K resolution OLED screen. This current prototype is using an NVIDIA Tegra K1 chipset. When we go to launch, we're actually going to be targeting a much higher mobile chipset for VR that's really going to get you the best performance that you can get.
Now, one of the big advantages I see behind this unit is, I understand it's got positional tracking.
Right.
Can you explain how that works?
Yeah, we're really excited about this. I mean, one of the things that next step, that thing that mobile really needs, is the ability to move. So we are actually integrating an outside in solution into this one headset. So by using a base station, you can get a 5 to 10 foot radius you can actually walk around in using electromagnetic technologies. And along with that, we'll also have motion controllers. So motion controllers, we can see what your hands are doing, being able to move around, everything untethered on a mobile experience.
The motion controls, they're not on display here yet, are they?
Yeah, no.
So are they physical devices? What do you have in mind?
Devices, yeah. Yeah, they'll be physical devices.
Can you elaborate a little more as to what you have in mind?
Yeah, you can actually see a picture of it up there. I don't know if I can move out. You can.
Well, I'll get a picture. We'll take it. We'll cut that in.
See that, but it's just, right now it's like a little control you put in your hand, in both hands. So.
Okay, wonderful. Now, what about software support? Do you need? Is it a specific platform?
We're Android based. And we have a Unity SDK, and so if you're already developing for an Android-based VR device, mobile device, you're already developing for our headset. So if you're developing for gear, you put our SDK in there, you swap out the cameras inside Unity, and then you can bake the APK back out, and it's going to work on our headset.
So it's relatively easy to support this.
Absolutely.
And what about PC? Is there any way we can hook this up to a PC instead of mobile?
So this has kind of been on the down low, but I'll give you a little bit on the up low. One of the things that we are looking at on our roadmap is giving the ability to actually connect this to a PC as well. And play PC-based games, using the PC hardware.
Do you see that as like a wired connection, or
it'll be an HDMI connection most likely to connect to, because that's going to be the easiest solution for everybody else.
The display this time around, I don't think it's a low persistence display. Is that in the roadmap as well?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when you launch the product, especially for what the consumer is going to need, they need that. They need that, the right latency, the right persistency. So when they put on the headset, they're getting the true VR experience without anything that might cause them sickness or anything else like that. So the hardware that we're putting in here is going to be the best hardware that you can put in.
Now, I understand you're getting ready for a Kickstarter as well. Am I right?
Yeah, we are looking to launch a Kickstarter, absolutely.
What would you like to achieve out of a Kickstarter?
So the Kickstarter for us is definitely it's a developer outreach program. It's that way that we can talk to those that are out there, see this is what we're doing, this is how you can get your hands on it, this is how you can start developing for it, which will certainly help us in the future.
Now, why was it important to do it as a standalone solution versus, let's say, having a smartphone built into it? Was there a strategic importance to doing it this way?
The problem, I don't want to say problem. We'll just take that word back.
It's okay to have a problem or a challenge or whatever.
Things with the mobile solutions, we have the Gear VR, and they've done a lot of great things with it. But you have to have a very specific phone to do that with, and not everybody has that phone. Now with Google Cardboard, as great as that is, everybody has a phone, but you don't control the hardware. So the developer doesn't know if this game is going to run on a certain phone that someone may have bought 2 years ago. So when you control the hardware in a mobile device, you actually get to have a better control. The developer actually can decide how their experience is going to be, and everyone will have the same experience as soon as they put it on.
So what about latency? I mean, one of the challenges, I'll use Cardboard as an example. Now, Google's been very public that they have plans for VR on the hardware side. They've been public about that.
Very public.
But for now, if you were to use cardboard as it is, there are latency issues. Do you overcome those challenges by having it embedded this way?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, because we control the hardware. Because not every phone that you put in the Google Cardboard is going to run the same frame rates or the same hertz that you want to get out of it. So there could be a game that's developed specifically for a higher end Android phone or iOS device. But anybody who has an iOS device or an Android device, they can download it on whatever phone they have, and it's not optimized for that phone. So that's where some of that latency comes in.
Wonderful. Now, when I try this on, I know it's a prototype.
Yes.
I know I got a thin neck. It's a little heavy for now, but I understand you've got some improvements in mind.
Right. So what we're going to do is we have a band that goes around with this, but this is currently 520 grams. We're going to take 200 grams off of this. You're going to get down to 320 grams. We're going to actually take the battery out of the front. We're going to move it onto the back so you balance the weight out, and it makes a much more comfortable feel and fit.
Okay, wonderful. Well, very exciting stuff. I think you got a promising future with this.
I got to tell you, this is one of the most exciting things I've ever worked on.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thanks for your time. I really appreciate you stopping by.
This is Neil Schneider for MTBS-TV at GDC 2016. We will, of course, be back with more. Thank you for watching.